Next up, we have a super sweat tornado tag match on our hands for our NXT UK Tag Team titles, which are in the possession of British Invasion, Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan. But this all can change here tonight because High Energy finally getting the opportunity, while also Imperium also get the opportunity. And Imperium know what it's like to be former NXT Tag Team champions and NXT UK Tag champs, so not unfamiliar territory for Bartel and Eichner, even though they have to compete with all the rest of Imperium. And High Energy, we don't know what to expect from them. They just get back in actions 1 or 2 weeks ago after both getting ill and injured, and now they're back and getting the promised title opportunity against Burch and Lorcan. And but easier said than done, because Burch and Lorcan shocked the world when they not just became #1 contender for the tag titles, but also became the champion and also retained the title. So yeah, and don't forget against who they retained the tie, against the Blade Runners and New Day. So 2 stacked tag teams, and now let's find out if they can hold on to the tag titles, or if they will lose to High Energy or British Invasion, I say, or Imperium. And because they don't even have to get involved in the ending of this matchup, as there was perhaps unfamiliar music. Blue Falcon arrives with music from Doink the Clown, if you wonder. But the crowd loves this guy, this high fly, this Daredevil, even though we haven't seen much about him. But he's a former NXT North American champion, held the title for a couple of months, taking it off the Imperium member Alexander Wolf back in NXT, when he and Clark ran NXT.
A triple threat tornado tag team match, and is for the NXT UK Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers first, representing High Energy from Norwich, England, weighing in at 158 pounds, the Falcon.
It's a big time opportunity.
Even though Blue Falcon impressed the NXT crowd back when he and Clark were in NXT, and even had five-star match with Legend Killer on pay-per-view, and being a former North American champion, he and Clark never defeated Imperium in a match, and they still get inside their head. I mean, they had such a long rivalry with Imperium, Bartel and Eichner, and even Imperium taking Clark out of action for a couple of months, and they never got the W when they were 2v2. So
High Energy from Norwich, England, weighing in at 158 pounds, Clark.
With
this one is for all the glory and one of the
music,
most
Clark
talked about
appears
divisions in sports entertainment. The NXT United Kingdom Tag Team Championship is on the line.
As Clark had so many 5-star matches in NXT against Legend Killer, back-to-back 5-star banger, and also against the Demons, Deciman Jr. and Deciman Sr. both. And don't forget, he got both of their numbers, so to speak. He almost beat the NXT champion Deciman Sr. and he beat his son, but he also beat his son Deciman Jr. So that's how impressive this young man is. And you might underestimate him because of his size, but his agility and his fighting spirit are unmatched, unparalleled. And I see a bright future in this, in his resume. And same might be, most people say the same can be said about Blue Falcon. And don't forget, their childhood friends, Clark and Blue Falcon, they grew up together in England. And now they're here, arriving together at NXT in the tag division. And now they want to make their mark in NXT UK.
380 pounds. They are the NXT UK Tag Team Champions, Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan.
With a loud boost, the Weasels arrive. Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan representing British Invasion.
It seems like everybody's ready to write the champ's demise, but not me.
What an invasion, like how they took the tag titles, but you can't say they didn't deserve it. They became #1 contender fair and square, and they become champions fair and square, even though I hate to say it, but that's how it took happen. And now they have to retain against top opposition from High Energy and champs of the past in the form of Imperium's Marcel Bartel and Fabian Eichner. As a matter sacred to Imperium. But it's been a tough last couple of weeks and months from Imperium. Even though the results are back on the tracks, there are some miscommunication in Imperium that cost them, and there's some incredible and even humiliating losses.
At a combined weight of 440 pounds, Marcel Bartel and Fabian Eichner, Imperium!
Here we go, gentlemen. Huge title match coming up.
And a huge opportunity for the champ to prove to everyone that there truly is none better in all of WWE right now.
Maybe there's none better than Imperium, but we don't know. We'll find out if they can do it again here tonight. But it's easier said than done for each and every of those teams, because maybe some people say that's great from our tag division views, because we have so many established teams. We have Imperium, we have British Invasion, we have High Energy, we have the New Day, we have the Blade Runners, former champs, and we also have the Uprising Stars, like I already mentioned, High Energy, like and like the cousin duo, the Precision Warriors, who also had a couple of incredible matches and incredible performance and wins over the likes of British Invasion and Imperium. So yeah, that's the tag division couldn't be any better, except for us holding on to Mustache Mountain, but I think that's a lost cause. Let's look at the goal, the fight is on here. Like in a British pub, the fight gets started here, but unlike in a British pub, there are no allies. There may be no allies, here are allies. Those three teams going at it. Look at this. Clark with springboard splash right there, punches from Birch to Blue Falcon as Bartel and Oni going at it, with Oni getting the better of Bartel. While Eichner had Clark scouted, but so have Clark. Eichner and Blue Falcon bring the fight to Birch. As Donny Botch in big trouble. As Clark stomping it out on Eichner. As Bartel there. Big punch there to Danny Birch. Taste of pain from Blue Falcon to Birch, but Clark kicking in on Eichner. But Bartel may not realize that his teammate is in trouble. As look at Blue Falcon stacking up both opponents, Eichner and Birch, where Clark is looked on in shock there. And now focusing his attention to only Locken and Bartel. Shot alliance there from Locken and Clark, or what's going on? As Blue Falcon takes a breather there. I don't know why, but now turns his attention to the opponents, but as Clark also get the better of Bartel there. But Birch getting the better of Falcon with the headbutt, as he shot a line between Eichner and Danny, while also Clark and Oni on Bartel. Well, it's unlikely to see the alliance between Clark and Oni there. Clark being on the good side and Oni on the bad side of the universe. So that's shocking, as or maybe that's an argument between who gets time of getting the better of Bartel. On the outside, while Blue Falcon gets the better of both Birch and Oni right now on the inside. Big Sunset flip power bomb from Clark on the outside. Blue Falcon big punch there, and big punches there from Danny Birch to Eichner as well. But Imperium, as Bartel fights back against Clark, returning to the ring, but also helping out his mate, but Falcon stopping him there. As Imperium big trouble in the early goings of the matchup. Whoa, cold blue already from Blue Falcon. As Eichner out of the ring, as Birch out of the ring, big springboard splash there from Clark on Bartel. As Eichner in big trouble, Bartel in big trouble. But so is British Invasion perhaps. As look at Eichner lifting Blue Falcon up though, up and down with the gutbuster. And now helping out his teammates, sweeping away the legs of Danny Birch, where Clark got some better of Oni on the outside. Big uppercut from Eichner to Locken, but also this huge lariat there to Falcon, and followed up with a clothesline as well. As Oni yet again gets a better of Bartel. Big clothesline from Eichner, Bartel fighting off Oni. As Eichner was there to help him, but with Falcon now get the better. Maybe he needs help him with the own rights here. But Clark got so bad of Birch on much on the outside, but now Birch returned, getting the better of him. Let's look at Blue Falcon. Look at this, using his brain and agility to get the better of Eichner. Their springboard flash goes nowhere, but Tag getting involved, elbow to the back of the head. A submission on the outside from Danny to Clark, while kick to the nutsack from Eichner, but Blue Falcon lift him up with the Imperium bomb. As I don't think Oni realized that this title reign might be in jeopardy. Face first goes Bartel on the second rope. As a cover, will it be 1, 2? Eichner almost stole the win with only being 2. Didn't realize it. Huge mistake was almost made by Oni. As Bartel and Eichner look at the chemistry of Imperium. Hate to say it, but gut-wrench suplexes Eichner. Looking to finish thing on Oni. Hoist him up for the Imperium bomb. As goes in the cover with the spear elbow from Bartel. Falcon on the outside, Birch and Clark with the spear, almost, but only I think he kicked out, or was it the save of Danny? Just in the nick of time, I don't know, but I know that High Energy is in control for a moment as well there with the springboard from Blue Falcon and Clark's flying attack. Let's look at Falcon flies, but nobody home as Imperium still in control of the matchup. But what? Look at the chaos. Carnage. Clark jumps off the apron, but nobody home. As Bartel springboard drop kick right there. Let's roll up. No submission from Oni, but Bartel breaks things up. But he wasn't the only one. As Bartel's busted open. Look at Falcon with the DDT. And the kicks from Clark to Oni there. And lift him up and down with DDT. Big suplex there from Danny to Eichner. It's the chaos, the carnage, but High Energy in control as Clark about to fly. Big splash, but only got the knees up. Shot block there from Bartel to Falcon. As now only yet again a submission on Clark. Bartel realizing it and breaks things up because could lose the opportunity of becoming tag champs here tonight. Big sleeper slam there from Bartel. Big face buster there from Blue Falcon in the cover. The West doesn't realize, but Eichner does and breaks things up. Before High Energy can even dream of becoming tag champs. There's now double team from Imperium on Danny, gets the better of him. Big uppercut to the lariat to the back of the head there from Bartel on Danny, that is, and also on Falcon. While Eichner's on the outside with Danny. So get Bartel going for the finishing touches, but Falcon avoiding a submission on the outside again from Oni. As Falcon gets the punches in on Imperium. Don't forget get the history they had in NXT. We've already mentioned Imperium ganging up on Clark to injuring him, taking out of action for a couple of months. Big DDT from Blue Falcon to Marcel Bartel, but Falcon took away a North American Championship out of Imperium's member Alexander Wolf. Let's look at this big power bomb from Oni to Clark on the outside, by the kicks from Blue Falcon on Bartel got the better of him as well. As now inside the ring we have Danny Birch and Fabian Eichner.
And Eichner still finding the energy to remain on the attack.
Eichner's focus has to turn towards ending this very soon.
Playing a big trouble there against one of the tag champs. Clark gets the better of Oni for a moment. Shacking him, drop kick to the back, never saw it coming. Never expected a big lariat. Maybe that's the inexperience of Clark.
He turns it around.
In over just over half year in NXT, and also getting injured for costing him a couple of months because of Imperium, like already mentioned. On the outside to Falcon, measured knee drop to Marcel Bartel, by Clark fighting for his life against Post, Oni and Eichner here. Big shoulder tackle from Eichner takes down Oni, but look at Clark and Falcon. But Bartel fighting back against Falcon. So is Falcon. Clark gets a better of Oni, their lariat from Eichner on Oni. Big punches to Clark as well, big lariats right there. And the drop kick goes nowhere though. A face crusher from Falcon on the outside to Bartel, not once but twice. Springboard splash there from Clark. Big standing splash there from Clark. to Aichner. He was about to fly, but only got in the submission, forcing Clark to changing his plans and helping out Imperium despite his hatred towards him, as Blue Falcon tormenting Bartel. That's not what we see Blue Falcon usually act. And the swingers only big Larry to the back of that was Clark, but there's Aichner coming in play. Aichner going for the Imperium ball by Singh. Yes, he does. Lift him up, goes for the cover, but there's Clark standing, so we shouldn't have any trouble. Breaks things up, 1, 2. We almost... Why did Clark wait so long to break the cover up? It could have cost him here. Maybe 10 experiences, but hey, what's a better Blue Falcon is now. Clark about to fly and having second thoughts though. As Bartel. Clothesline to Danny right there. And 1 for Falcon as well as... What's going on with Imperium tonight being on the outside? There's Clark, big splash right there on Aichner with the speed. No. On Oni that is, Aichner breaking things up as Bartel back inside the ring. And Imperium was about to try to steal the things here, but look at Bridge Invasions, man, but only locking there, ejecting Bartel from the ring. And now everybody's on the outside as the fight's been on for quite a while between Birch and Blue Falcon again. Bartel back to his feet, try to get Oni, but only getting him with an elbow instead. As while Aichner gets the better of Clark there. Now try to help out his mate, but too late. DDT from Oni there on Bartel. I don't know what's going on to our teams here. Usually the chemistry is better between every team we have, but big DDT from Clark. Maybe it's the nerves. And I can understand that big splash inside the ring, big diamond cross body from Blue Falcon inside the ring as Clark out, submission on the outside. Doesn't matter, but Blue Falcon about to fly while Aichner's tapping, even though it doesn't matter. But look at Blue Falcon, head scissor, a headbutt, and into cutter. In the cover he goes with the speed. 1, 2, almost. Energy close of being tag champs, but Aichner, I say, Birch breaking things up just nearly because for the sweetheart. As Imperium big trouble because of Clark and Oni on the outside, but Blue Falcon about to fly off the apron. Look at this frog splash. Can this be to become tag champs? 1, 2, 3, no, almost. There would be a figure moment for them, but no.
This is amazing.
Knee drop there from Clark on the outside to Danny. Blue Falcon. Cold Blue inside the ring with speed. 1, 2, 3. He does it. High energy, our new tag champs. Blue Falcon made the feel-good moment come true for him and his best childhood friend Clark. His best buddy, and how can you not feel good for those two? They worked their asses off so much and now they rewarded themselves by finally becoming tag champs.
NXT UK Tag Team Champions. High Energy.
After everything, after every obstacle they overcome, now they're finally tag champs. Not in NXT, but in NXT UK. What a feel-good moment. And we're not even close to being done with our show. Don't forget our main event later tonight will feature the NXT Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley, and our NXT UK Women's Champion, Violet, champion versus champion in a no-title matchup. While also we will have number 1 contender square off next with JD versus Kyle O'Reilly. While also we have then follow another champion versus champion match between our European champion Swerve against our NXT UK champion Roddy Strong. So stay tuned for those 3 matches, for those upcoming 2 big main event feel like matches.